So today I want to show you how I close out my budget at the end of the month using the EveryDollar app. So right now, EveryDollar tells us that we have an EveryDollar budget, which means our budget is zero based. All of our income equals all of our expenses. But that is not actually the case. I didn't actually spend every single penny of each category. I went over in some, I was under, and so this is what closing out my budget looks like. I look at each category and I see if I have anything remaining. And so in these where I overspent, I don't have anything remaining. But in things like gas and travel, I do have some miscellaneous funds that I didn't spend. So I'm going to switch it to spent just because it makes it easier to add up. And I will make the plan total match the spent total. And I'm going to leave, this is a fund. This is my miscellaneous car fund right here. Let me click on it. I'm not going to zero that out because all of this is just savings. It's sort of like a rollover each month. I put aside 150 whether I use it or not. But continuing on, let's see. I have $18.90 remaining, so let's switch it. Same thing, move it back to remaining. That's just easier for my eyes to see. Again, these are also sinking funds, so I'm not going to adjust anything here. And it looks like we're all good. So now I have $209 left over. And so what I personally am going to do is just tack it on to my emergency fund because I'm trying to build that one back up. So I'll come in here, I will do the current budgeted amount, so I will do 156.81 and I will add this 209.87, 366.68. And now we're back to an EveryDollar budget. Now everything has been allocated, even funds that I didn't spend, and we're good to go. So let's say you actually didn't want to use that extra fund for savings. What could you do with your extra budgeted amount? It all depends on what your financial goals are currently. So for me, I don't have any debt, and that's why I just applied the extra amount to my savings. But if I had something specific coming up, like, I guess a good one would be if I knew I needed to start another sinking fund for something, auto insurance that I know comes up in about 6 months, I'll have to pay my next auto insurance. I could start a sinking fund for that. I could, like I did in this case, apply it just towards one of my current savings. Or sometimes what people do is they will use it as a rollover for the next month. And I would just say rollover. I would do the amount. And then it's an EveryDollar budget. And then I would take this amount when I create my March budget. So for example, and then I would do rollover. I would take a look at what that amount was because I forget it as soon as I write it down. 216.68. And then there you have it. Now it's counting as income for the next month because you didn't spend it last month. Whatever you choose to do when you close out your budget is your choice, but that's just a simple way that I make sure my budget is zero based. Quick recap, look at any remaining funds. Whatever is remaining, I look at the spent funds, make the spent funds match the planned funds, and then I divvy up whatever remaining amount into whatever goal that I have, which in this case was savings. And so I added it to my emergency fund. Okay, now I'm all set to start my March budget. That's it for now, you guys. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm always happy to help.